This weekend was a reset weekend. It was the first weekend in a long time that our entire family was together, with no scheduled events, no activities to run to, no games to get up early for. It was just a great reset of a weekend. And I know I needed that. I've been spending a lot of hours and time over the last few weeks learning AI and trying to be in front of the curve in being an early adopter and really understanding how I can apply it to my to my life. But this weekend I did very little of that. We did a mental reset weekend. So outside of spending family time, we had some nice meals together, just enjoyed each other's company. We did a house sweep. We decluttered to kind of get some of the stuff that's occupying the space in our minds. So it was kind of an early spring cleaning, if you will. And it was really nice. So it mattered to me to have a reset weekend because I've been moving fast. I've been putting more on my plate these last few weeks and trying to do more things. But at home, things have been chaotic. And with running around with sports, with practices, I coach a U14 rugby team. My daughter's in water polo, and my wife works crazy hours. So to have a weekend, 3 days, where all of us are here with nothing to get up early for, nothing to be, it was a perfect opportunity to do a house sweep, to declutter. And it wasn't big. We just did a few hours on Saturday. But we got a lot of little projects off of our list that we've been meaning to do. And I feel refreshed. I got some great sleep. I did some activity. Got a run in today. Just a nice, slow-paced weekend, which has been a change. And I had this insight that you need these mental resets, and you need to take time to just disconnect from what you're working on. And the little small projects that really they're not that important, but they help a lot in the home life. Kind of clears bandwidth in my brain, at least for me. I'm speaking for me. You guys can tell me if you have a different way of resetting mentally and coming back full steam ahead. But for me, it was the clutter. Every time I would walk into a room or sit down to do some work, there's just a little bit of clutter here and there, and that distracts me. It's not something I like to admit, but it distracts me. And I always appreciate a clean work area, a clean home to come into. I can deal with a mess, but the reality is if things are put away, everything in their spot, you just feel better. Your mind's calm. So that's what this weekend was about, was in order to think clearly, you have to push pause and you have to reset your space that you spend the most time in, which happens to be our homes. So moving fast is fine. Trying to be an early adopter is fine, but you can't forget your home life. You can't forget your family. And when the time comes where you guys can just be together, sure, I could have gone and spent half a day doing what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, and my wife could have handled the kids, but I would have missed that time when we're all together. So, like I said, moving fast, being an early adopter, trying to start new businesses, trying to make this leap from being an employee to being an owner, it does take a lot. And when I can take a reset weekend, I know I can now hit this coming week refreshed, ready to go, and maybe solve some of the problems that I've been kind of stumbling upon as I'm learning these new tools and trying to make them implemented. So if you're in the same loop as me and you need a reset, I'm curious as to what your reset looks like. Everyone's is different, and mine's not always about cleaning. It's mostly about sleep and activity and doing something novel. But this weekend, I feel much better. And I look around in the place that I'm at, and it's calming. And to end your day and start your day in a calming environment, it will set you up for success. So it was a good weekend. Hope you all had a good weekend. Be curious to see and hear what you all say your reset weekends are, or even a reset day. But anyway, see you in a week.